Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Me, I'm doing good. I've been watching the Country Wayne skit, so I'm all caught up, but I'm only gonna be able to do half of them right for right now. Let's get into Anthony and Amber. Amber, you came out in a short silk robe like you wanted him to do something to you. If you really didn't want that man to do anything to you, then you should have came with your regular pajamas on and your bonnet on your head. But you wanted him to come behind you and do what he did. And you know that food was good. Why you sit up there lying? And then the fact that you almost got it in. But you said no. And I'm proud of you because you stood your ground and you stood on business. Now, as for Piari, the fact that Shayla came back to your house, why did you even let her in the door? And girl, you up there drunk. Boy, it'd have been crazy if PR would have just said bop 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 bop, dun dun dun. But she was drunk, and Shayla talking about where is Anthony at? PR is not his keeper. She don't know where Anthony is at all times. But then again, you should put two and two together and figure out he's at his house with his wife and spent the night with his wife. Anthony, I don't even know why you went to that house knowing that woman was not going to let you leave. That woman said, you ain't going nowhere. She like, am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I ever known. There's no way I can ever go. No, 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 no way. I actually can sing the song, but I just think that I'm being hilarious and they don't mind me. But anyway, girl, you talking about, and you, and you, and you. You gonna love me. I'm slowly getting my singing voice back. It's coming back slowly. I got hit in the throat in a domestic violence situation. My throat ain't been the same since. But lately it's slowly getting better. So I might have my singing voice back eventually. It's getting there. But Shayla, you gonna sit there and tell that man he ain't going nowhere. Anthony, all you had to do was text somebody and tell them to come get you. Bro, you need to figure out that girl is crazy and you need to start getting stuff together to take her to court. Because he actually might end up with custody of that little boy because that girl's out of control. Or what you should have did was call Angeline and tell her to come get her child. But you didn't think to do that. So now you stuck there all day. Stuck. Just stuck there. You could have called Dalen and had Dalen to come get you. You could have told Chase to call you, text and say, call you, tell you got something to do. That's all you had to do. Now she gonna be following you everywhere you go. So she gonna be sitting there with that baby in that car, waiting to see what you gonna do and follow you. And then she gonna see that you over there with Amber, and that girl gonna end up going crazy and doing something stupid. The best thing you should have did was say, I'm taking the baby and I'm leaving. That's what you should have done. Because you have the right. And then, if I were you, you need to get her up out that apartment. You need to go ahead on and do evictions notice and send her back to her mama. And that way you can go over there and see that baby. That's what you need to do. That, or you need to make it where so somebody can go over there and pick the child up. Or Angeline or Zachary or somebody go get the baby. But you with the wrong family because they about to make your life a living nightmare. I told y'all Anthony was going to get his consequences, but just not the way y'all thought it was going to be. So that's how they're going to go. As for Chase and Candace, I don't blame them. It's chestnut checkers. Ernestine calls Candace trying to be all cool with her. Why are you calling Candace all of a sudden? Oh, because she got some on you. And Candace figured out that it was true. Trey figured out that your mama's the one that stole the money. And the question is, how is he going to tell J-Mo that Ernestine mama's the one that stole the money? Mm-hmm. And she don't continue to keep stealing money. As for Ralphie, the fact that you're even considering investing in Momo's idea, you're an idiot. You and Mike are both idiots. But then again, we already know that, so ain't no point in me going no further. The fact that they keep showing her Momo's friends, I wish they would go head on somewhere. As for Nina, girl, you are sick and twisted demented. You are way worse than Sheila will ever be. Girl, you are sitting up here lying about being pregnant, trying to keep this man, trying to mess with Erica's bank accounts. Girl, you are insane. Lawrence, what have you got yourself into? You need to tell Erica the truth. That way you and Erica can team up and actually, set her up to basically get her put locked up. But that woman her friend almost had a chance to tell her, but she didn't get a chance to. So sad. I hope she don't do nothing to a friend, though. That would be crazy. Now, Natasha. I'm so proud of you. 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 Natasha told Dawn, look, it's my fault. You know what? I just did a podcast about family. Back to what I was saying. My mom brought me something to eat. But I just did a podcast about family and about how to recover from family when it comes to being people pleasers, seat fillers, Captain Save a Hole, Builder Bears, and Builder Dolls, and seat fillers. I sure did. I did a podcast on this same issue, and Dawn is a prime example of what I was talking about in that podcast. Please go check out my podcast on Spreaker.com. You see it on Amazon, iHeartRadio, Google, Spotify, and it's one that I talked about when it came to family. When it comes to family that takes advantage of their siblings, and they're always the responsible one. The parents always never did for them the way they did for their sibling, and now they're spoiled and entitled. I am so glad that Natasha put her foot down and said, absolutely not. The fact that you ain't got no money for me to take you nowhere. And then the fact that Dawn had the audacity to say, oh, you ain't like you gonna help me, like give me a loan or something, she said. The way Natasha turned around and said, what did you say? And the way Natasha went off and made her feel about this small, I don't blame her. Now I understand why you got a problem with Rolanda. It ain't got nothing to do with anything that Rolanda did. It got everything to do with the fact that by Natasha hanging around new people, you ain't gonna be able to get money. Natasha is changing, and I'm so happy to see that. Natasha, is so good to see this new version of Natasha. Ever since she met Shania, she ain't been the same since. Shout outs to Shania. Shania is the reason Natasha is the way she is right now. That was because when she was dating Shania. Because Natasha was nowhere near the person she is now. She is more happy. We can tell by the way she's dressing. She's being a lot more lighter. I'm happy for her. And the fact that she went off on her sister the way she did, it shows where Zoe gets her godforsaken mentality from. Her mother. She gets that entitlement from her mother. Because her mother's the exact same way. And I've said that. So, Natasha, I'm glad you cutting her off. So now she going to be mad at Rolanda and blame Rolanda for that. Now she going to be trying to get Charles to bring her back into the fold. And she going to end up getting rid of Charles because her and Kendra going to end up getting together. I think Rolanda going to end up putting her and Kendra together. She going to eventually end up leaving Charles. I think Charles and Dawn going to end up sleeping together. Watch what I tell you. Somehow, some way, Dawn and Charles going to end up sleeping together because I don't think this is the first time that Dawn has done this. Dawn wants everything Natasha has. And she even said it. Well, everything you get doesn't just belong to you. Who else does it belong to? So you're saying that she got to basically every time she gets something, she has to give it to you? First of all, you didn't work for it. You didn't do nothing. You didn't help her get there. So how do you figure that you have the right to have whatever it is that she has? What is wrong with you? I hate when people do that. As soon as you get successful, all the people that basically essentially was never there, all of a sudden get their hands out. That's crazy. So Natasha, I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. Well, as for Mike, I think Mike is going to be second guessing Melissa moving in. Because the fact that Melissa likes it cold and he like it hot, that's going to be a problem. Not saying they can't get through it, but they can. But Sonny, you better not go up to that other dude because something about him ain't right. That dude going to end up stalking you and trying to do something to you. I think Sean going to end up saving her life. I think he going to try to do something to her and Sean going to be there to protect her. But you better listen to Sean because Sean ain't telling you nothing wrong. But that's it for part 1. I'll see y'all later after training.